Welcome to ZoomInData. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining this detailed session on Azure Functions cost management. We will cover the pricing structure across plans, GB seconds calculation, free grants, monthly cost estimation, premium plan economics, cold starts, long-running functions, monitoring with application insights, cost allocation, forecasting, alerts, concurrency impact, regional differences, optimization techniques for sporadic workloads, and best practices to achieve the lowest possible cost without sacrificing reliability or performance. If you are preparing for certification, an interview, managing Azure budgets, or optimizing functions at scale, this session will give you clear, ready-to-use knowledge. If you find it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to ZoomInData for more Azure deep dives. Let us begin. How is Azure Functions pricing structured? Azure Functions offers three main pricing plans: consumption, pay-per-execution, premium, pre-warmed instances with elastic scale, and dedicated, app service plan with fixed capacity. Consumption plan charges only for actual executions, no cost when idle, based on GB seconds and number of executions. Premium plan has a fixed base cost for always ready instances plus execution charges, ideal for predictable performance. Dedicated plan charges for the underlying app service plan resources, best for consistent, high-throughput workloads. Explain GB seconds and execution counts. GB seconds measure compute consumption. It is calculated as average memory used in GB multiplied by execution duration in seconds. Execution count is simply the number of times a function runs. Each invocation is one execution. The formula is total cost equals number of executions times execution price plus GB seconds times GB second price. Free grant covers the first 1 million executions and 400,000 gigabytes seconds per month per subscription. What is the free grant in consumption plan? The consumption plan includes a generous free grant, 1 million executions and 400,000 gigabytes seconds per month per Azure subscription. This free tier is shared across all functions in the subscription, not per app. Once exceeded, you pay standard rates for additional executions and GB seconds. The grant resets monthly, ideal for low volume or bursty workloads. How do you calculate monthly costs? Multiply the number of executions by the execution price. First 1 million free, then -20 cents per million. Multiply total GB seconds by the GB second price. First 400,000 free, then $0.00016 per gigabyte second. Add any premium plan base fees or dedicated plan app service costs. Use the Azure Pricing Calculator or Cost Management Plus Billing Portal to forecast and track actual usage. Explain premium plan pricing. Premium plan charges a fixed hourly rate per vCPU and memory instance. You pay even when idle. Execution costs are the same as consumption, per execution and GB second. You pay for minimum instances, always ready, plus any extra scale-out instances. It is more expensive than consumption but eliminates cold starts and provides predictable performance. What is the role of execution units? Execution units are not a direct pricing term. The term is GB seconds, memory and GB times duration in seconds. Each invocation consumes at least 128 megabytes and 1 millisecond, billed as minimum 128 megabytes seconds per execution. Higher memory allocation increases GB seconds. Example: 1 GB for 1 second equals 1 GB second. Optimize by choosing the lowest memory tier that meets performance needs. How do you optimize for lower costs? Stay within the free grant. 1 million executions and 400,000 GB seconds per month are free. Reduce execution count. Use batching, event aggregation, or longer timer intervals. Lower memory usage. Profile and select the smallest memory tier possible. Shorten execution time. Optimize code. Reduce external calls. Use caching. Explain reserved instance discounts. Reserved instance discounts apply to premium and dedicated plans. Commit to 1 or 3 years for up to 72% savings. You reserve vCPU and memory capacity. Pay upfront or monthly. Consumption plan has no reservations. It is pure pay per use. Reservations make premium plan very cost-effective for steady workloads. How do cold starts affect costs? Cold starts consume GB seconds during initialization. No billable execution but memory is allocated. In consumption plan, cold starts add hidden cost. Instance is billed while warming up. Premium plan eliminates cold starts with pre-warmed instances. No wasted GB seconds. Reduce cold starts by using premium or keeping app active with periodic pings. What is the impact of long-running functions? Long-running functions consume more GB seconds, higher cost even for few executions. In consumption plan, timeout limit is 10 minutes. Longer runs require premium or dedicated. Use durable functions for long workflows. They checkpoint state and resume after timeout. Break long functions into smaller, chained activities to distribute cost and improve reliability. How do you monitor cost in Application Insights? Track execution count and average duration, custom metric or query, requests, summarize count, AVG, duration, by bin, timestamp, 1H. Estimate GB seconds, multiply average memory, from performance counters, by duration. Correlate with Azure Cost Management, filter by resource and tag. Set alerts on unexpected spikes in executions or duration. Explain cost allocation tags. Tags are metadata, key value pairs, applied to function apps. Example: environment, prod, team, finance, project, order processing. Use Azure Cost Management to allocate costs by tag, group by project, team, or department. Enforce tagging with Azure policy. Prevent untagged resources. Tags enable show back, charge back models in large organizations. How do you forecast costs? Use Azure Pricing Calculator. Input expected executions, duration, and memory. Analyze historical data in cost management plus billing. View trends and forecast. Use Application Insights metrics for execution count and duration. Multiply by pricing rates. Set budgets and alerts in cost management to catch deviations early. What is the difference in cost between plans? Consumption. Lowest cost for sporadic or low volume. Pay only for executions and GB seconds. Premium. Higher fixed cost for always ready instances, but eliminates cold starts and offers predictable performance. Dedicated. Fixed cost based on app service plan. Best for constant high throughput. Consumption wins for bursty workloads. Premium. Dedicated for latency sensitive or steady traffic. How do you handle cost anomalies? Set budgets in Azure Cost Management. Get alerts at 80% and 100% threshold. Use Azure Advisor for cost recommendations, e.g., right-size memory or disable idle apps. Monitor execution spikes in application insights, sudden increase in invocations or duration. Investigate anomalies. Check for code bugs, infinite loops, or misconfigured triggers. Explain cost for durable functions. Durable functions cost is based on orchestrator and activity executions. Each is one execution. History storage, Azure storage. Add small table, queue costs. Grows with orchestration complexity. Use history pruning and continue as new to control history size. Premium plan is recommended for low latency orchestrations. Avoids cold starts. How do you optimize bindings for cost? Use bindings instead of SDK calls. Bindings are optimized and reduce execution time. Batch operations when possible, e.g., service bus batch send instead of single messages. Avoid unnecessary input bindings. They add overhead even if not used. Use output bindings for writes. They reduce code complexity and execution time. What is the role of timer triggers in cost? Timer triggers run on schedule. Each invocation counts as one execution. Frequent timers, every minute, can generate high execution counts. Monitor closely. Use longer intervals or durable monitor pattern to reduce invocations. Disable timers in non-production slots to avoid unnecessary costs. How do you use Azure Cost Management? Azure Cost Management plus Billing shows detailed usage and cost breakdown. Filter by resource type, Microsoft, web, sites, tag, or subscription. Create budgets and alerts. Notify at 80% and 100% of monthly budget. Use forecasts and anomaly detection to spot unexpected cost increases. Explain savings with Premium Pre-warmed. Premium plan pre-warmed instances eliminate cold starts. No wasted GB seconds during initialization. For latency-sensitive or bursty workloads, Premium reduces total GB seconds compared to consumption. Reserved capacity, 1 or 3 year, gives up to 72% discount on fixed costs. Overall savings come from predictable performance and lower execution overhead. How do you set cost alerts? In Azure Cost Management, right-pointing arrow cost alerts, right-pointing arrow create budget. Set monthly budget and thresholds, example, 80%, 90%, 100%. Add action group, email, Teams, SMS, or webhook. Include resource tags in alert details for quick identification. What is the impact of concurrency on cost? Higher concurrency reduces execution time per instance, lowers GB seconds for the same workload. But too high concurrency can cause memory pressure, leading to higher memory tier and cost. In consumption plan, high concurrency triggers faster scale out, more instances, higher cost. Tune concurrency to balance throughput and cost. Test with load. How do you compare costs across regions? Azure Functions pricing varies slightly by region. Check Azure Pricing Calculator for exact rates. Consumption plan is usually cheapest in US, Europe regions. Asia Pacific can be higher. Premium and dedicated plans also differ by region due to VM pricing. Use cost management to compare actual costs. Filter by location. How do you optimize for sporadic workloads? Consumption plan is ideal for sporadic workloads. Pay only when functions run. Use event-driven triggers, event grid, service bus. Avoid timer triggers for rare events. Aggregate events to reduce invocation count. Example, batch messages. Stay within free grant. 1 million executions and 400,000 gigabytes seconds are free monthly. Best practices for Azure Functions cost management. Stay within the free grant. Design for low execution count and short duration. Use premium plan for latency sensitive or steady workloads. Eliminate cold starts. Optimize memory tier, profile and select the smallest that meets performance needs. Enable application insights and cost management alerts. Catch anomalies early. Tag resources for allocation. Use budgets and forecasts for planning. Batch operations and cache data. Reduce external calls and executions. Review advisor recommendations weekly. Right-size and optimize idle resources. Thank you for watching this complete guide to Azure Functions cost management. From pricing structure and GB seconds to optimization techniques, alerts, and best practices. If this session helped you with certifications, interviews, or controlling Azure costs in production, please like, share, and subscribe to ZoomInData. More Azure deep dives are coming soon. Stay connected and keep learning. Thank you. See you in the next video.